Hey, what's up, everybody? This is going to be Yuris Revenge Game on tour of Egypt, and my YouTube's been basically gone for a while. Long story, I'll explain at some point why I've been gone. So, my issue with YouTube is they basically demonetized me from being inactive. So, and you guys know what that is, so I'm not going to explain that. But basically, so basically this like YouTube channel is kind of cooked a little bit because for one day, I already said he just demonetized me, and like I have a couple issues going on right now. Like my computer got old basically over time, and from Yuris Revenge is such an old game, it's not worth uploading like a lot. So I'm gonna maybe do only a couple videos once in a while. But I got like other games going on right now that I want to upload. And I want to do some classic games like Super Nintendo maybe, and like I just got so many old games like from like my life that I could want to show you guys for this channel. And I have my own personal touch on the games with my own strategy, and that's the reason why I want to show you guys. So this is just a Yuris Revenge game that I always done over the years. I mean, this is a good one. There's one map, and Yuri, I don't like playing against Yuri here because one magnetron could mag you on the hill, and then you can't do anything. So it's like good for like allies and Soviets, and people are just yapping. I'll just ignore that if they say something stupid. So like and plus YouTube, if you got a bad algorithm score, it punishes you. So like, and then if you upload something else, it's hard to explain. So my algorithm score is really bad in YouTube, and that's part of the reason why I did less videos. So I want to try to reset it. I don't know if you really can or not, cause so one plane, one racketeer. So I'm gonna talk maybe about this game. I'm gonna talk more about my YouTube in general. But I just want to YouTube channel not to die is the main goal. And I uploaded a Hearthstone video before. Maybe upload some chess, but nobody's gonna really watch me chess. But I'm gonna do some like fun stuff in the game to make it kind of fun, not just like boring. Because I noticed that chess and golf are both very boring activities unless you really like to do them. Then they're super fun. And like football is more of like a spectator sport, American football if you're in Europe, and like if you like say track or cross country, those are not good spectator sports, but they're good to do. Yuris Revenge is a good spectator game, I think. So pair drop. This actually makes it difficult. This actually frustrates your attack. And then a lot of people only want to make one flag track because they want to put everything into rhinos. But the thing is, you actually make slightly more flag tracks than you need is usually a good strategy. Because if one plane hits it, then they could target it with racketeers or... And if you notice, in Yuris Revenge, the Grizzly tanks don't build as fast as in Red Alert 2. So the better idea is to get Mirage tanks. And I noticed they have a CNC.net thing where they will like modding the game. They're modding the game a lot, which is good. I mean, they have some activity in the game, but the issue is, if you mod the game, like the complexity of the game changes so much. Like if you make Grizzly tanks build a little bit faster in Yuris Revenge, the whole strategy would change. If you make Rhino tanks build a little slower, Soviet would suck. You know, if you make Yuri, if you do anything with Yuri, where they took the super weapons off into quick match, that could mess everything up because it's a long story. It's kind of complicated. So, but I remember the one time, this is like a couple years ago, what they did is they just made the power plant build a little faster, which is like the minimum amount of modding just for the allies, because allies has like a disadvantage on a lot of maps. So he's trying to get war factories and go. I remember when some of the good old Soviets on this map, they would try to make 3 war factories fast. I think 3 war factories is kind of like the maximum, because I think 3 war factories doubles your production speed, because every war factory makes your production 50% faster. So he wants to go light air. I actually do the same tactic that Jake is doing right now. C-Jack, say Jake. This is an old video, by the way. I'm just voiceover in the old video. because it's hard to get new content because a lot of the like games are dead. There's like nobody on, and you got to go to like a Chinese server that's in Singapore. I haven't actually done it yet, but I'm aware of it. So if I actually want to get some more videos, I actually had to go there. The CNC.net, it was actually doing good, and then I don't know. And CNC Online for generals, it doesn't work on my computer. Oh yeah, and that's another issue I have. They stopped updating Windows, so like my Firefox and a bunch of other applications just like crashing and getting the blue screen of death. So I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry about it. I need to tell you guys every issue. So right here, yeah, the Soviet's trying to go in, but if you see, if you let the allies build up Mirage tanks, this gets hard. He's trying to Desert Bomb him, which is not really. He's got to clump his tanks together a little better. Corner Legionnaires. Kill all those Mirage tanks. Did he get a Desert Bomb out? No. Oh, did he just target the flag track with the Corner Legionnaire? Oh my god. It looked like it. Oh yeah, it looks like that was an unsuccessful attack. For one, he waited too long. You can't just sit down with you can't just sit on your Soviet production. So now he has 4 war factories. It's tricky where you gotta like do just a little thing better or a little thing worse to get like a better attack. If you would have had that 3rd war factory a little bit faster and not even got the 4th war factory, that might have been a better idea. But the best way there's no really, the meta is hard to define in Yuris because there's no like statistics. It's just like you just copy what is another player that's good doing, and then that's probably what the best thing is. And then if that strategy doesn't work anymore, then maybe making some kind of adjustment to it. So that's it. Everybody's talking. I say he's sealed. So I'm gonna upload one more game for this.
Player defeated.
So hey guys, we're gonna do one more game, and this is gonna be a rematch. So like this match, just different like skill levels of Soviets and Allies. Since we feel better with Soviets, some are better with Allies, obviously. So I'll tell you what this Soviet does right and what he does wrong. So you want to stretch toward the gems, which is like the most obvious thing. But I see a lot of players, they want to go like 2 factories fast in this map, get the 2 gem patches, and then go for a 3rd, and then. But you got to keep pressuring them as you're building. If you just want to expect Soviet to be better because they have like better basic tanks, and then just attack them like whenever you're ready, that's not gonna work really all the time. Because Allies built up Mirage tanks, and Mirage tanks get stronger and stronger the more you get. And then there's Desolator bombs. And you know what? I actually want to play some generals. I haven't played a game in years. Okay, so IIVs, and then sometimes what I would do is I make 3 to 4 IIVs, and then a miner, because those IIVs are going to hold out the random tanks, and then have some pillboxes, and then when the Soviets like going either straight tanks or 1 miner from War Factory and attacking, I just defend. Eventually the random tanks can't do much, only like 3 or 4 of them, and then I'm going to have an extra miner than the Soviet. But this Soviet is actually going miners, and he's harassing with the. He's waiting for the flag track to come, and making a oh, if he kills it, he's like really well off. If he kills that, looks like he won't though. So see, he's actually doing a good build as Soviet right now. He's going to the second patch, I think, in a minute. It feels like Allies needs like a little bit more money than the Soviet does in general, because the air costs more money, and Soviet doesn't spend anything on air early game. Siege choppers even late game, they aren't even used all the time, and they only gotta make extra dogs if they want to. Because the dogs, you could just like, you could make a bunch of tanks and then just make the dogs later. You only need like what, 6 dogs maybe. You don't need that many. Just to absorb some damage from the grizzly tanks. If you want to make more than that, you can, but like it's more of a Red Alert 2 thing to make more dogs than like 6 or 7. Oh, see, that was a mistake. Right? See, and he's actually a little bit having trouble. And to tell you the honest truth, it's not actually easy to stop the allied air rush. What you gotta do is you gotta make some flag tracks. You can make a flag cannon, but you don't want to make the flag cannon very early game. Okay, here comes a seal. He's gonna try to get 1 or 2 factories. Okay, he's forced to sell, but oh, and he got a war factory and a power plant. That's good. Now his miners are running away. Oh my god, that is so dumb. Come on, you're ruining the video by making the miners run away. I would just make 1 flag. Oh, okay. Okay, this is not working out. Game's basically losing 3 miners are dead. Like, well, you may get 1 miner back, but he goes all the way. I was like, shoot the miner! It's driving right in front of your tanks. Oh god. Oh god. And he recalls it. That's the thing about miners rather than war miners. You could just recall them. But war miners do damage. Dude, he's got to just basically go all in. Whatever he has now, it's like sell that. And the paradrops are just slowing them down. But allies can't just like run in and just kill them in like 5 seconds if they get ahead though. They still gotta do stuff. Oh, he could have shot Desolate with his 3rd plane. And he's got the pyramid too. Oh no, he doesn't. The purple has it. The Soviet. Spy plane. His air defense is not right. You gotta make like 3 or 4 flak cannons and then just not it's gonna make your attack less strong, but the fact is you're not even attacking anyway. So like allies counterattacks you because they don't have the initiative. So that would be a counterattack rather than a regular attack. You could just make sentry guns against grizzlies. You just gotta have the air defense, man. You just gotta have the air defense. It's slowing you down. It's, you know, and then the paradrops are coming in because you're busy trying to defend the air with inadequate air defense, and then the paradrops are just messing you up, and then your miners ran away because you're so distracted. And this happens to me sometimes over the years. This happened to me too. I'm not gonna say it hasn't. And people say I'm not gonna lie. I don't like talking like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I made the same mistake where I didn't have enough air defense in some games once in a while. The Battle Fortress is gonna clean everything up. So all Ellie has to do is like attack carefully. He loses his Battle Fortresses, then Soviets would be better off. Or now he makes a whole bunch of flag tracks. After the fact. I tried to desert bomb him. Oh, it missed. 2 just got shot. Okay. That was almost freaking worked. Soviet almost worked. If he had his 3 miners and he made his flag tracks later, he could have actually worked. See, the Desolators are a little bit off, but it's not really the Desolators, it's the fact that the air defense was off. I mean, you could mess with Desolators, don't always hit. They're a big unit, so they're not going to always hit. Yeah, there's nothing you could do now. 4 tanks versus like 10 Mirage. No chance. Alright, good game. Okay, so Soviet loses, Ally wins again.
Player defeated.